Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for joining me. So, today was a pretty good day in the markets. Some of the levels that we've been watching and I've eyeballed out since Sunday have come into play here recently. So, let's just first take a look at the overall markets before we jump into the stock that we were watching today. Let's go to our 10-minute, 10-day chart. I told you guys yesterday in that little short video that 671, the double tops of Monday's trading session, and I found that I rewatched that video I wrote yesterday, and I called this Monday's high. This is not Monday's high, obviously. This was the high of Tuesday, but it was the high of last week, right? Told you guys the low of last week, the high of last week, and the low of Friday is what we were watching for Monday. And now Monday for Tuesday, what we were watching was this 671 level. We wanted to get above that, pull back to confirm our next move by the opening high breakout. Did not happen. Did not happen. As you guys see, right, we broke above 671, but when it came time to retest that level, we bounced slightly, created a higher low, and then we just went back down. All right. So 671 is the level that we're playing around with on the SPY, and the Qs is the same thing. 603 is the level that we're playing around with. All right, we're getting the bulls are getting excited, right? But could not maintain this level, this prior level of resistance at 603. So same levels are in play tomorrow, you guys. Same levels are in play tomorrow. Okay. IWM, same thing on IWM. We cannot hold that level. The stock that I want to talk about is Uber, right? So you guys know I am not bluffing. It was 9:10 this morning. I said Uber was a long over pre-market high or a possible bounce off of pre-market lows, right? So I said this because they had some news. I believe it was with Nvidia. I will double check on that real quick. Um, Let me see. So yeah, Uber, primary news driving Uber was the autonomous vehicle partnership with Nvidia that I saw yesterday. So I was like, well, let me check how they are moving today in the pre-market to see if we can identify some levels. All right. So on Uber, right, this level here at around, let's say 77, right, was former resistance, became support. All right, broke back below it, retested it again. So I said if we were able to get up over that and maintain it, that would be our signal to go ahead and go long on Uber. All right, so I told you guys pre-market that we would go long over pre-market high. Let's go to our 10-minute, or we can go to our 5-minute chart, right? Let's zoom in on the day. All right, pre-market high was right here at 77.75. Bam, broke that out to a high of 79 from 77. Nice move. I don't take that trade. I wait to see if we are going to hold this level. So we broke up, we pulled back. This is the entry. This is the ideal entry for those who have been burned a lot, right? I have bought the pre-market breakout many of times and it has failed. All right. But there are those who day trade and trade quick options where this would be sufficient. This 5 minute, 5, 10, 15, 20, this 25 minutes was enough for them to take their profits and run away. All right. But if you look at the SPY, look at the SPY. This is what happened to SPY today, right? Pop up, came down. This would be my entry for the higher low. We come back down. We can't hold that level. All right. Stop out. Right. So that is my I guess my mindset when I do trade. Don't get me wrong, I do take pre-market trade breakouts just to lock in 20-25 cents. All right, but trying to refrain from doing that. All right, we had that pullback here that took us from 78 to 79. Similar move to the first 20 minutes of the market, but Uber was the play of the day, you guys. Uber was the play of the day. I'm gonna let you guys go. The Discord link will be in the description. Y'all join the Discord. Y'all, I'm only posting a play a day because you don't need to trade a million times a day. You don't even need to trade every day of the week. I've learned that the hard way as well. You don't even need to trade every day of the week. But hey, man, thanks for joining. Y'all take it easy. Let's trade smart.